There are so many incredible plants native to our Southwest deserts and even our Mojave Desert that it makes caring for your plants in a landscape very easy. If you make the right plant selections, many of these require minimal to zero effort after they've gotten themselves established. Some of my favorites here today, we're going to look at this Opuntia. It's a Beavertail Cactus. It's Opuntia basilaris. It is loaded in the spring, sometimes multiple times throughout the year, with almost a hot pink, gorgeous flower that just is absolutely stunning. Once these are required, very low water. They'll survive in full blazing sun. They'll tolerate a little bit of shade as well, but this is really a almost zero maintenance plant once it's established and absolutely stunning. So here's another fantastic plant that's native to the Mojave Desert. It's Echinocactus polycephalus, or cotton top cactus. And it's called that because after the plant flowers, it produces a little fruit and pushes that fruit out through the top, and it's covered with these little mounds of a cottony topped fruit. So this is how it gets its name, cotton top. Fantastic in full sun. Again, it's native, so once it's adapted, it's going to tolerate minimal to zero irrigation water. Very showy. It's very stunning with its lovely spikes. Again, you get a nice show of color in early summer with the flowering, but really the striking thing for me is the form, and they'll continue to cluster if you have an older plant. This is a desert agave. It's Agave deserti subspecies simplex, native to the Mojave Desert. It's going to tolerate full blazing sun or partial shade. It's beautiful in its blue silvery color. It adds a very dynamic pop of color into the landscape, as well as the sculptural texture of the agave. It forms a clump of plants, so over time it can form a very massive clump. That can be thinned easily if you want to remove some of those pups and spread them around or give them to your neighbors. As with all of these cacti and succulents, you need to be mindful of what their needs are. Knowing if they can take full sun, if they need partial shade, how much water they need to get established in the landscape is really important. It's very easy to kill succulents with overwatering. Underwatering, they give you a lot more warning than they do with overwatering. So be mindful of giving them minimal water to get established through the warm season. In the cold months, they don't need anything at all. And in fact, that's when you have to be very careful of making sure they don't rot. Any of these plants are going to need some sharp drainage. So when you water the plants, you want to make sure they're draining fully, draining quickly between any waterings and between rainfall events. Other than that, they're fantastic. They're very simple to care for, very sculptural, structural, beautiful, lots of different colors, forms, flowering times, and they're very low maintenance in a garden. So if your goal is to reduce the amount of time and money and energy and water that you're expending in your garden, these are fantastic solutions for some of those situations.